Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals, welcome back to yet another Outfit Wars cast here today. Lots of things have been happening in the background. I'm still working out some of the hitching to come with the production quality, but we are getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump into this cast of Outfit Wars here today. I'm your host, Kamikaze78, and I am being joined today by my very good friend, Mr. Meaning of Bread. Bread, say hello.
Hello, everyone. Am I muted this time around? Or
No, I have fixed you up this time, my dude. I am not going to stitch you up.
Because both Falco and Varunda did that to me, so...
Oh, no!
It might have been 3 for 3 at this point.
Look, I think every match now we've just got to do that to you going forward. I think that's the only way here.
Check. Stream the entire match muted.
Oh, it's too funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's give you guys a quick rundown of the rule set and of the match that we're going to be seeing here today. As I said before, I'm your host, Kamikaze78, and I'm being joined by co-caster Meaning of Bread. And this is Outfit Wars 2022 and the rule set for this season here today. So our match layout is a 1 vs 1 format, 48 players versus 48 players here today. We've got a 45-minute match time limit here. That is going to be the progress or the duration of this alert, and the most territory controlled, or if the home base is captured for each faction, that will determine who is going to win this match. So at the end of the 45-minute timer, the player, or the faction I should say, with the most amount of territory controlled will win the game, or if you capture the home base that is closest to the enemy's warp gate, that will also net a an instant win as well. Match rules for this, or the rule set I should say, for these matches. Bastions and Colossus tanks are not allowed to be pulled on this continent. All other war assets for outfits are game though, which includes Citadel shields and orbital strikes. In addition to that, construction is completely disabled here. Ants can be pulled, but they cannot be deployed to activate their construction interface. And there are no joins mid-match. If you disconnect, it is game over, unfortunately. A little bit of controversy surrounding that so far, but that seems to be where the developers are sticking with so far. Let's go ahead and dive quickly into the map overview and have a look as to what exactly this map is going to play like and what bases are in contention here. Brad, did you want to walk us through this?
Yes, if you want to hold on for a second here.
Yep,
where do you want to start?
So let's go ahead and we'll just run the Outfit Wars map video that I'm sure you're also familiar with at this good point. Gonna open that up right now.
Yes, if you could show it to me as well, because you are on a delay, so I would be a minute
yes.
late.
I don't actually know how to do that.
You know what? Maybe you should just end up doing it.
Yeah, I'll just do it this time while we work out the dramas here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen...
My phone is actually ringing, so you have to step out and take this for a second, so I'll be one moment.
No worries at all then. Alright then, welcome to all those in chat. I see you there. Let's go ahead and do a quick overview of the Outfit Wars Nexus map here. Let's have a quick squiz. So, ladies and gentlemen, Outfit Wars Nexus. As you can see, each faction starts with a warp gate. You've got the Alpha team on the red side and Omega on the blue. Each faction has a bunch of neutral bases that they'll aim to go for at the start. Taking up the left-hand side flank, you've got Bittergorge Garrison, a 3-point capture base with a 2-minute 20 fast capture timer. These are the characteristics for all of the neutral bases in the center. Granite Head Reactor, a base that we've seen a lot of contention over the season so far. Very, very covered by the overhead glaciers. Arazak SACCOM hub here, representing that of a tech plant for the most side of things here. But once again, another one of these bases that really represents fast capture timers if you can get the overall controlling population in there nice and early. Hydroponics Compound Hub and Nexus Secure Substation taking up the home base right-hand side flank for each faction. Very, very hard to contest these capture points here with very closed-off powerhouse buildings. Right down the center, the actual home base, Nexus Alpha and Nexus Omega, both 1-point capture bases here with 7-minute capture timers here. It's going to be a battle to the end. On the left-hand side flank, you've got Argent Pass and Slate Canyon Hold. Bases that we've seen over the course of this season so far be true points of contention here for game-winning plays. That is Nexus 2022. That's your map layout. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an incredibly good fight so far. Let's head on into the game zone here. The first match that we're checking out for the day is going to be Unity versus Fate. And I got to tell you, this is going to be an amazing match to watch. Brad, you back with us yet, mate?
I am. I just sat down, put my headphones on, and heard, "Are you back?" And indeed I am. Upon the light of the 5th day, look to the east and bread shall arrive.
The timing at its finest, my friend. So, if I've got things right here, and I could be wrong, but I believe we're seeing Unity on Alpha, aka the red team, and Vikings over on the blue team. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Excellent. Just making sure I've got the overlay set up here correctly, because to be completely honest, you know, things are still cooked, guys. We're still working out some of the production side of things. Work was hectic this week, and there was only so much I could do in such a short period of time. But Brad, we've had now a week of Outfit Wars, plus a couple of matches earlier in the day. What are your thoughts so far? And what do you think outfits are learning as we get into the game here?
I think outfits are learning that they have to remain mobile. Outfits that are very used to pushing down lanes and not feeling much resistance are getting majorly punished here. We saw some matches last week where someone just dumped Granite Head Reactor first thing, then they were pincered, surrounded, and were instantly obliterated. And I think outfits that can't adapt to these sorts of hyper-fast infantry playstyles are going to suffer. Outfits that can easily utilize steel rains, quickly put down beacons, and are able to deal with opposing drops within seconds are the ones that are going to come out of this. So I think while air and armor is useful, it is just gonna come down to who has the better infantry players at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting because I just watched the SKL versus 1TR match, and on the to sort of counter that point to a certain extent, the 1TR air dominance really gave them a lot more freedom as to how they could approach capture points and how they could play the long game. So there's no denying that while infantry does have such a, like, obviously these are all infantry capture points. Some of these bases have very, very tight infantry corridors. We've seen some pretty brutal airplay as well. Did you just activate the kills and the spawns commands?
I have hit no buttons.
I might be on the wrong overlay then, because I've got some people playing with my overlay, maybe? Yeah, we're still working out the things. What instance are you using right now?
Instance 2, but we could use any instance you want.
Well, I'm just trying to make sure what instance we're meant to be on, because I'm on instance 2 right now as well, and somebody's opened up the spawns stats at the moment, so I'm not sure if you're
not supposed to be here.
Just make sure I'm just gonna hit top killers here real quickly. Oh no, there we go. All right, so something is happening right now with the settings, but it's okay. We'll work it out. We're still getting there. Someone might be on our instance by accident as well, or we might be in someone else's instance, and we'll just have to work that out as we go.
Well, as I was saying earlier, though, how to win this game is finding the way to optimize planet side, and of course that means being able to pull something that your opponent can't counter, and the air most certainly helps. If you have unrestricted air dominance, you essentially you can say you win the game. Now that's not a guaranteed win, as we saw in the Sammy Fate match. Fate had air dominance for about 70% of the game, and it was still pretty close to the wire. Yeah. But we can't deny, we especially saw during those last 10 minutes or so, Sammy max pushes that tried to get to points were getting evaporated by air hammers and rocket pod. So air certainly makes a massive difference. More in preventing your opponents from acting. Yeah,
exactly. And I think the preventing opponents from acting side of things, I mean, this is a mentality I've gone into one of my latest videos. Watch sorry. No, the point...
the self-plug.
The self-plug right there. No, the point we're making here, though, is the denial of even approaching the point and sort of denying the fight even happening in the first place is certainly, some may say, a cheesy strategy, but it's something that works here on this continent and works on the Nexus Battle Islands here, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. For reference, guys, once again, we have Fate versus Vikings at the moment. This is going to be the match we're watching here. These guys ended up very, very evenly in the scores here. So 3-2-3 for Vikings in their tiebreaker scores and 3-4-4 for Unity. Brad, do you have any early game predictions as to where you think this match will go in due time?
Between Unity and Viking, I think this will actually be a decently even match. From anybody who doesn't know, Viking is not a Connery native outfit. They are from Emerald. I believe they are... I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this out loud or if it's a secret or not, but here come the beans. I believe they are 1 TR on Emerald. Could be wrong on that one. So they are pretty good. They've probably played a match earlier today. Unity has some very solid air players as well, some very good infantry players. I'm not quite sure what their attendance is like right now, but I think they've got a full team, which should definitely help them out. I think we're going to see an even match, honestly. Yeah, that's I can't really make too many predictions, but Unity has some good infantry players, some good air players. They're good all around. With that being said, Vikings does have that advantage of having played before already, and just, I mean, they're alts, so they might be a little undergeared, but they still know what they're doing.
Noting that Vikings or Connery have if Vikings or Connery are 1 TR, then I literally just came out of watching the 1 TR game from today, and I got to be honest, they played very, very well. Their air dominance was honestly textbook, like stuff that you'd see, you know, out of a gold, you know, end of game match. So I'm curious to see how well that translates against Unity here. Obviously, we're seeing an NC versus TR game this time around. I'd say, if you look at the picks of factions that have been made here, it's clear that NC and TR are definitely the dominant pick at the moment as far as, you know, just general faction is concerned. And maybe that's some commentary on the way the gear is balanced right now. Who knows? Especially among your skill fits who do have a collection of, a collection, if you will, of outfits across multiple factions. But regardless of that, I'm very curious to see how this plays out between these two. I think it's going to be a very close match. We are, of course, planning to check out the WTAC versus Fate match a bit later on. Thoughts on that one, Brad?
WTAC versus Fate. Now, that is going to be an interesting match. If Fate has prepared properly, I'm going to throw this one in Fate's favor, because WTAC is known for one thing, and that's armor play. And if this current map, if Nexus is one thing, it's not really conducive to much vehicle play. We see these winding canyons, we see these long roads with narrow sightlines. Moneypants is a great armor leader, but he is outclassed by the sheer amount of experience that Fate is bringing, because like I said, they have leadership that has been doing this over and over again, that have won outfit wars before, with infantry players that are exceptional, air players that are very good as well. Now, I can see WTAC putting up a good fight in the vehicle game, but when it comes to the infantry game, they may be outclassed. So for WTAC to win, they would definitely need to push those advantages that they have and try to see if they can outpace Fate in the match.
No, very, very good point. Very, very good points, Brad. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. If you could provide some quick little color commentary for us as I just quickly send out a tweet about us casting this one, I'd greatly appreciate that, because I am currently concentrating at the moment.
Yeah. Color commentary, well, I see a lot of white. There is some black. I see 2 large domes. One is blue, one is red. That's, in fact, that's all the color here. Everything else is just a shade, technically, if you want to go to art school. Yeah, sorry, Cammy. There's only 2 colors right now.
Very, very good. Well, I like to see. I do appreciate the insight, my friend. As always, this is what we bring you on here for. Yep. This is it. This is exactly what we love to see. Well, I'm just quickly sending out a quick little tweet here, ladies and gentlemen. So do bear with me. But, ladies and gentlemen, leave your predictions in the chat down below. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are and where you think these matches will go.
Can we get a poll up?
Let's get a poll up. Let's do it.
Oh wait, we have 8 seconds left for start. Hold on.
Maybe not. Let's get to that a bit later on. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is about to begin. Here we go. Unity versus Vikings. I'm keen to see where this goes.
Bubble has gone down. Viking with a massive airball coming through. All Reavers. No dropships. and a small armor column. What are you seeing on the Unity side?
So on the Unity side, a massive like galaxy push. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a crash. No, actually, there's at least 8 galaxies here. Very interesting play made out here by Unity. Looks like they're going for galaxy airball here and domination of air that way. We're seeing a lot of rep gals here as well, which suggests to me that maybe they're intending to keep this up and running. They might just be planning to brute force their way through this play via the run. And I've just realized we do have the wrong instance of overlay up, so let's get that fixed real quickly here as well, Brad. We're meant to be on instance 3.
Son of a B, alright.
Son of a B, so I'll get you to run instance 3, and I'll get you to run the stats for that one there if you don't mind as well.
Roger Dodger.
So get the control panel out. There we go. Alright, we're up and running. We're good to go.
Alright, well let's take a look at the points being flipped so far. So far, nobody on Bitter Gorge, an air fight above Granite Head Reactor, and a Viking drop onto Arizek Satcom Hub. As usual, the North Lane, uncontested. People don't really like that one, even though, as I say that, Unity is flipping it. But I'll admit, I haven't seen a single fight at Slate Canyon Hold over these week and a half so far. And the air game is still going, which is quite nice to see, but I think it is going to be in Vikings' favor as Unity pulls it back behind the mountains.
As we get out of the early game here, Viking has gotten Unity with 16 vehicle kills to Vikings 11, so definitely a stronger play out of the gate here, and it does go to show that the tankiness of those galaxies and, you know, just the amount of HP they have, or effective HP they have, when combined together with those reps, really does go a long way. But obviously with galaxies, they do take more people to run effectively.
And Unity is pushing across. The air game looks to be in Unity's favor now. They do have a lot of experience running air, and it looks like Vikings been pushed back behind their mountainside as well. Playing defensively, but that means no air support for infantry.
So, Unity have got a Bitter Gorge Garrison under their hold here, and that was a beautiful, I just saw a symphony, if you will, of striker rockets going out there and doing some good work there against that enemy air presence. And as we know, in fact, I think every single heavy assault here for Unity is running strikers right now. That is devastating, and that's going to create a big no-fly zone for all of those Viking Valkyries that are hanging around.
Welcome back to 2014.
Yeah, the 2014 TR meta, it is back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's here in force. Interesting enough, not a big lead in kills gain here as well. It's 24 kills to 26 here in favor of Vikings, believe it or not.
Yep, and once again, Viking pushing back in. This is anybody's air game right now, and I think both sides realize how important it is. But with that being said, Unity is probably going to take Bitter Gorge Garrison without any sort of pushback, and Vikings will take Arizek without any problems as well. They might be going for a fast run to each other's nexuses, or attempt to do a quick Granite Head regroup. Now, we have to ask ourselves, what percentage of the pop at Granite Head is air, and what percentage is infantry? So we're going to just go down here and see what's happening.
Interesting enough, Unity are definitely relying on some max play as well. I've just spotted 2 AA max suits that have actually run their way down from the hill at Bitter Gorge. And wow, Viking with the rotation on a Bitter Gorge, they managed to flip the A point and they're neutralizing B, but they do get wiped out there. Beautiful effort. Can they get enough people on the point at the right time here? If they ditch some of these Reavers, they might be able to get a resecure in. Oh, no. Oh, it's gonna...
Well, as we say that...
Oh my god, hang on. Oh,
no. As we say that, though, Unity's dropped onto Granite Head Reactor do the exact same thing. So Vikings fails their drop, and Unity sweeps in to take Granite Head Reactor. Vikings need to come in fast and regroup, but who has the air dominance right now? Nobody. So that means Vikings has a free drop in. Unity does have good infantry players, but Vikings has 40 seconds left to drop on, and they're going to be outnumbered heavily unless they regroup somewhere. It doesn't look like any transports are coming in right now. So this Granite Head Reactor cap may just go in Unity's favor.
Vikings seem to be, I was about to say wipe. Unity getting a redeploy in on the Bravo point here, so they're managing to get a resecure on that. They do have a max suit on point here as well, so they're definitely playing for Bitter Gorge Garrison. The Vikings definitely have a very light spread of infantry across the board here.
Yep. So looks like the air ball is still going. Well, let's see if this overlay works. Top vehicle kills for both sides.
Righto then, so vehicle kill sides, we have 4 kills for Cool Kid, dropping currently, and look at that, it's pretty even across the board.
Yep. Pretty even across the board, 34 and 36. That being said, I'm looking at all of these infantry kills. 69, nice, and 75. But look at those revives, 6 and 5.
Yeah.
Like, what does this mean? Does this mean the medics aren't picking people up? Does this mean the medics are getting picked off before they can do anything?
Or are they just playing a very heavy assault-based loadout right now, like just brute force style? Who knows? In fact, I'm looking at the Viking forces here. I'm seeing maybe one or two, actually, a couple of medics here and there, but only the 2 I've spotted so far. Now, Vikings are playing for a very heavy hit here on Granite Head Reactor. They've got a good spread of forces and a lot of air dominance, actually. I'm just looking overhead, and there is a significant aerial force here right now. So, Unity definitely going to need to bring home some extra air cover, I think, to get some of that map movement freedom back in their favor.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, Unity has sort of been pressed off the infantry game right now. They are capping Arizek without much resistance. That's all 3 points in their favor. Vikings only has to send over maybe half a squad to clean this up. I see a Valkyrie on the ground. Unfortunately, they've thrown everything they have at Granite Head, so they're just going to be trading out Granite Head for Arizek? That doesn't seem the brightest, but I have it in good faith that Vikings will probably come by and just send 5 or 6 dudes just to go and clean up Arizek. You can't let that fall. That's an important center base.
It is, and it's got probably one of the most diversified capture point layouts too, which makes it very, very hard to lock in for a quick cap as well. And as you pulled it out, Viking do send 1 or 2 folks over there, but, I mean, they are still contesting that C point. Now, Mazodon here trying to put some effort in, but they're being pincered in here. Oh!
Thorgeir with the
Thorgeir with the a bit of a trade on the point there. Fat's coming in here with the medic play. He's got there's a bit of a back and forth going on this container, and he's done it. Outpositioned him. Well done.
Wins it, but another medic's coming in. He's throwing a res grenade at the group, but the medics are just picking everybody up. And the Vikings guys, they either don't take their respawns or their timer runs out. Whatever the case, though, they've distracted Unity enough to take the top points and just re-secure this out here.
Yep, and they've done it in good timing too, so well played to them on that one for sure.
I asked Falco this last week, but what do you think about Arizek? Should it be on the main server?
Arizek, I quite like the layout, honestly. It's a very interesting build, obviously very susceptible to air on that top capture point, but generally speaking, a small, tech plant-like-esque layout, I think there's nothing wrong with it. I quite like the layout.
I'm definitely a fan.
So we've got a bit of a 50-50 happening here right now. According to the map here, 44% population to Unity and 45% to Vikings. So there's a big battle happening at Granite Head right now. Mainly over this A point here. Quite a fierce battle. Unity getting a nice point hold-esque layout happening. They're trying to push out towards what appears to be B, but going up those stairs, it does leave them susceptible to a lot of top-down fire here. So let's see how they do.
Yeah, this is just an infantry bash right now. The vehicles aren't going to be able to do too much with all those spikes overhead, so we have to ask ourselves, how are they going to get in, how are they going to hold, and what are their spawns going to be? Right now, I'm seeing no Sunderers, so it's essentially just all beacons, but I don't see a single... No, I do one on top of the spires for Vikings right now. Otherwise, Unity has no spawns. Viking Liberator coming down. Will he crash? No, this is an excellent pilot.
We've got a bit of Unity trading happening right now over the B point, and Vikings coming in with a very coordinated strike on that B point as well. And as they resecure B point, that capture time is going to start flying down here, and Unity are struggling to get any momentum out of their point room. We've got a Valkyrie chilling very, very comfortably just above there and just peltering the hell out of the people below.
Yeah, this is where the air dominance parts come in. You can have good infantry, but if you can't get out of your spawn room, what can you do?
Exactly
and
right.
Vikings knows this. They have the Pulsar Valk, they have a Liberator coming in, and while those strikers are doing something, and while Unity is getting pretty close to A point, that is just one of 3. So you have to spread out, you have to take them all, but at this point, they have to rush. 2 more Vikings guys drop in, head down the stairs. They getting a few kills? They might be getting one hell of a flank. Yeah, okay, there's a firefight happening on A point right now with 3 seconds left to go. Unity drops down the stairs. Vikings holds A. Is there enough time?
No, there is not. Vikings takes Granite Head Reactor. Very powerful play by them. On the in the meantime, Unity have made a play for Slate Canyon Hold. Quite a bold play considering they just lost the center cap. There is a AMS Sunderer deployed underneath as well, so they've got a pretty hard logistics spawn here, but there's those Reavers coming into play here and just proving to be an absolute nuisance for Unity on the ground. Unity have definitely lost a lot of vehicle flexibility here.
Yeah, and we have 3 Viking aircraft just shelling that point. Viking doesn't need to rush. They're right outside the door right now. They can just make them waste time and have all their aircraft fire through. But we have so many strikers coming through, and look at that. Looks to be a crashed Reaver right in the middle of this.
We've got sorry to interrupt you, Brad. We've got a big Galaxy drop coming in from Viking, a coordinated drop nonetheless, and it's a beautiful one. That was textbook material. Can they pull this off? That's a very nicely done drop, but a lot of them go down on the stairway, and I see very little in the way of combat medics here to support them.
They're up the stairs now, but the question is, where is Unity? They were outside dealing with other stuff right now. Max goes down. She looks to be a C4. Viking pushes up the stairs onto point. A Spitfire does his very best to hold up against the squad that pushed up, but at the end of the day, nothing happened. And here's what I like to see. There's a Unity Reaver, not a Viking Reaver, with nobody in it. He's hopped out. He's going to go help the infantry push. And that is what you need to do. You need to know when your Sky Knights need to dismount and go help the infantry push.
Exactly.
Here, Viking knows it, and they've done it. So now Viking up 5-4, 33 minutes left in the game.
This air dominance is just incredible. Like, you see Vikings, they've got aircraft everywhere, and they're just able to sit there and farm away because, well, Unity are just unable to get any sort of air presence in the air. They need to start rethinking. And as I say that, there are at least, I think, 5 mosquitoes present around the warp gate right now. Make that 6. It's just, are they going to be able to outdo this Viking air dominance here? A lot of air hammers present right now, which does mean that there's probably some Reavers that are easy pickings, but obviously you need to be able to actually stretch and take out the air-to-air targets as well.
We can see, on average, definitely that the Viking players have a lot more vehicle kills.
Yeah.
I mean, it is about even, but the vehicle pilots just seem to be outperforming the Unity ones right now. I think Unity can put it together if they just regroup and push Vikings out. We've seen them do it before. They can probably do it again.
Exactly, and it just comes down to, like, you know, taking the time, breathing, and getting things kicked off again. If you keep just sending your vehicles into the fray one by one, you're just going to be losing nanites. It's going to be harder for you to keep up that airplay, and then you're going to start substituting your less skilled air players for into the air to make up for the loss of your higher skilled ones, which is not the way you want to go. So, as we're talking about, this Granite Head reactor currently under siege again, and a lot of this Viking Air Force, including Liberators, is just chilling close to the ground here. Where's that striker coverage we were seeing before? That's what I want to know.
I'm not sure. If it is a Granite Head, though, then it's probably underground, because Granite Head is that underground base. I'm looking at Arizek, and there's a bunch of Vikings guys. It looks like they just pushed Unity off point. They may be going for Nexus Secure, or they'll be reinforcing Granite Head reactor. Unity isn't giving up these bases without a fight, and they know when to press their infantry and force Viking to come fight them. So we are definitely seeing some good infantry matches here, but we're just waiting for someone to make and I will say an outlandish play, but an aggressive, brave play. Like if Vikings just drops a couple people on Nexus Secure saying, hey, come fight us over here. We know you're busy at Granite Head, but if we just keep pushing here, you will have to respond to this. The issue that
Unity are having right now at Granite Head is that this air, and despite this being, you know, a glacier-heavy base where there's a lot of air coverage naturally in the terrain, because Viking have got no actual air, you know, competition right now, they're just able to sort of hover above these points and give Unity a really hard time in moving. And all you need to do at Granite Head is just capture one of these points, and then, well, the attacking force can't rotate to the point you've just taken, and therefore slowing them down because, well, your air is denying them that mobility. And considering there's a lot of Liberators hanging around right now with nose guns that are able to just completely demolish infantry, I think Unity are struggling with that a little bit right now in the freedom of movement. Another Valkyrie drop on point here, but I think Unity have lost sort of the momentum here and lost the initiative.
And Viking doesn't need to hold all the points. They can just hold 2 and then let that slowly tick back and just send some people to Nexus Secure Substation. And as we see right now, there is some population there. We don't know if it's aircraft, but that timer might start flipping soon. And with Slate Canyon hold full flipped, this is a perfect time for Viking just to drop one person over there, Bitter Gorge, just keep that thing going, but it's too late. Unity's back at Slate Canyon and just flipping that thing back over.
Yeah, and they're doing their best to try and keep the initiative on their side, which I really appreciate. Here comes that Liberator once again from Norwegian. I can't even get that whole name out there, but that is
I'm trying to pronounce this here.
Yeah, good luck to you.
Norwegian Harrison Fjord's Leaf Blower. West Harrison Fjord. Sorry, I love these Viking names here.
Yeah, there's some pretty good Viking names in here.
Nordlands. I
tell you what, Unity need to start contesting this air. It's just able to, and here comes a full squad gal drop here from Beyond Man here, dropping out. This is going to be another textbook gal drop. Here it comes. Beautifully placed. But we've got to watch out for the Liberator. Oh, one gets taken out. Peyton gets knocked out of the sky by a friendly Liberator. You hate to see it.
For a hard breach. Can Unity respond to this, though? This is just a shock and awe breach right there. Vikings downstairs under the overhang here. Now it's an internal battle here. Resonades are going to start flying. Unity goes up. Viking goes up again. Bullets are flying, but who's going to jump through the window, start getting some shots up there? Unity still control the top while Viking has access to a window through. Airhammer is coming through the main window into point room.
Oh, mate, that is disgusting. And look at that. Whirl NC. These guys have set up a crossfire through the windows. This is textbook airplay from Viking right now. They have a crossfire of Airhammer fire. Here comes a Liberator just to make really things real worse. And these guys, oh, this is getting a little cuddlesome here, not going to lie.
Unity, but I think this is essentially just done for
that
here.
air domination once again. I mean, like, here's the thing though. When you've got that much AoE coming through the doorways, it's impossible to really maneuver properly to control a point like that. So that is just brutal.
If you were to credit that retake to anything, it would be to that Reaver with the air hammer here. Unity probably could have held on for at least another minute or so if they weren't getting shelled by the spaghetti launcher from on top there. Now I'm seeing another... What is Viking doing? Why are you guys dropping here? I see some drop pods coming in.
And once again, Viking just with a Valkyrie chilling over here at Bitter Gorge and just completely pummeling any sort of mobility that Viking and trying... Like, Viking...
They've already got this cap going. As soon as 45 seconds, they might just be hanging out here to make sure Unity can't recap it. Because as soon as that timer goes up, Unity no longer has access to it again. Granite Head is almost done flipping. Nexus secures under contestation, and Viking has the upper hand, and they are pressing their advantage.
Now, what Unity might be doing here as well is playing the long game, because as we explained earlier, ladies and gentlemen, these games can go down to the wire, and it can be down to the last second where the game is actually decided. So, if that actually is the case, and if we do see this game go down to the absolute moment, you know, the moment it will happen, you know, Unity could just be aiming to do an all or nothing cap at the very last second there, but that's a risky play for them. They might just be trying to set fires and put them out as required, but Viking right now, they've definitely got the dominating air, which is really limiting their mobility here, has to be said.
Yeah, I've basically at this point, I'm not seeing much happen on the Unity side. It is essentially just Viking walking in with all of their air dominance and preventing Unity from barely leaving their warp gate. I'm seeing 3 Reavers gang up on 2 Mosquitoes right now. I'm willing to say that the Unity pilots are running out of nanites at this point, and when you're out of nanites, you're gonna have trouble getting to the next base. Your momentum is on hold, but Slate Canyon hold flipping back in favor of Unity. What happened?
That is a ballsy play, considering that, you know, Bitter Gorge is currently under siege. Brad, if you don't mind me asking, who are our top killers at the moment? I'd love to see the kill disparity between these players.
Our top what? Our top killers?
Our top killers, yes.
Yes. It looks to be mainly in favor of Viking Methodist with the lead on Unity and a few others slowly picking up the rear.
Methodist,
but that is dominance there from Viking, 200 kills up. But Unity with more revives that could be on the more depths though.
I think that's very much thanks to the fact that Unity are trying to play a much stronger sort of infantry game right now. They've definitely got a lot more point hold action happening at the moment, but as we saw with the top killers there, Viking and some of those like you can see the top killers are all very closer than each other over on the Viking side, which suggests that all of their air players are just doing so much fragging, it's unbelievable. What's the top weapons utilized at the moment, Brett, if you don't mind me asking? Can we bring that stat up?
No, I will bring that slide up. Yeah, next slide, please.
Next slide, please. Yes, sir.
Top weapons? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
If I see Airhammer up top, I'm going to scream. Oh, it's number 2. The Goth Saw, number 1. That's understandable because... Okay, when you see that 186 Goth Saw kill, remember, Viking is an alt outfit. And while Goth Saw is meta, it might be all that some of these players have access to.
But then again, as we saw, if you looked at the Goth Saw there, 186 kills, it is smashing the next, like the top Unity infantry weapon as well. So clearly, I think you're right. There's a lot of sort of consolidation of weapon availability there happening.
I forgot, right, the Goth Saw isn't of default unlock anymore. Right. God, man, look at me with my old knowledge here.
But then again, it is still the default unlock for a lot of players who created characters prior to that loadout. Unity, big drop on Nexus Secure Substation. They do not want this flipping, and Viking have got a really solid capture point hold here as well, so it'll be interesting to see how they can react to that. A lot of grenades being flown through the door from Unity. They've got a bubble up in the right place as well to cover them, and their stairway approach. Goat, cheese, and long ships with that turret being taken out there, but holding off for a significant amount of time there.
Yeah, Unity, while they're pushing in here, while those resonades are flying, Vikings just has a solid hold. Unity pushing in through short door.
Oh.
Go back. If Vikings can't respond to that, they're getting mowed down, though. Resonades are popping up again. Looks like this is Unity's side. Vikings wasn't watching the back entrance, and there they go. Down and out, and Unity holds this point.
I've also got to throw a quick shout out to the NS Surf Robot Ninja, who just completely dove in with an impulse grenade and wiped out 2 to 3 Vikings players there. Was kind of a textbook breach from him on his own and kind of set the scene for the the southern side of the base. So that was a beautiful, beautiful play there from Surf Ninja. Well played to him.
Even though with all that said, and with the Unity, that was an excellent resecure, but they can't go on the offensive for another minute.
No, they can't. And Viking knows this. They're pushing secure substation again. Big gal drop. Unity going to have to quickly react to this, and they have stretched out of the point a little bit here. Let's see if they've got the defensive posture to keep this going.
That's dangerous. Unity is posted on point. If they're throwing themselves at this, they're attacking a fully defended and garrisoned base. Now,
exactly.
There we go. Yeah, they are getting mowed down already. There was no chance for these guys. While there is a beacon, and they are in doubles, no, they have no chance here.
Unity have a very, very strong infantry player base here as well, so that goes to show a lot.
What this could have been is a distraction play. Meanwhile, at Bittergorge Garrison, Vikings has a 2-to-1 overpop there, and they're basically saying, we could retake Nexus secure substation at any time. You cannot leave this base because we will come for it. They're putting pressure on 2 angles, which is a good play, and though you're sacrificing a squad, you're ensuring that an opposing squad, or even 2, can't do anything. So now they've seen... Oh, is that A flipping? A's flipping in favor of Vikings for a few seconds. Yes, they're just forcing Unity to stay here. And then that's another minute and a half on the cap timer. While there's a minute and 10 seconds at Bitter Gorge. Now they can finally leave.
And Bitter Gorge is a total lock right now. We've got Vikings have spread out all the way up to the spawn room bridges here. And unless Unity can get a Galaxy drop in here ASAP, I don't see... Unity being able to resecure this ASAP. Like, I think Bitter Gorge is going to flip. As I say that, Unity do get to buy some time here by capturing C, and they've got a really, really good hold on here so far. So well played to them. Incoming Vikings Valkyrie, running that cast there, getting some low orbit air support in there, doing a great job. Air Hammer coming in as well. Oh, brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. If we have a look at the top kills here so far, Methodist still leading the charge for Unity and doing a really good job considering he's playing primarily infantry here.
Yeah, Methodist is a excellent player on live. There's no doubting that. He's mashed me a few times here, but that means the rest of Unity needs to step up. And overall, you see there's no disparity between the Viking players. 36, 35, 35, 35, 34. And I don't know if Thick Gossa waifu has the tag or not, but he's showing up with 34 kills. God bless, even if you're not playing. You might be. So we're looking here at Bitter Gorge. Unity with the full drop. This might be the save they're looking for. Viking is very spread out. They've been camping the spawn room right now. So can they regroup and rejoin? Now they can't really get from point to point because of all the air, but Unity pushing out a B point really well.
But as that happens, Viking timing it beautifully and getting a redeploy onto B point here as well. So that's going to go straight through to Viking. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a brutal play. That's going to really put Unity on the back foot here. And they have got a serious amount of work here to try and bring this back now.
Yeah. And now Viking can just go on the full double offensive. They can push down both angles. They can force reactions on either way. I think that's a map bug for me. But there's only one squad at areas that can easily be cleaned up. And Unity has to decide. You have 3 angles or 2 lanes. What do you do with your pop at this point, knowing that Unity Viking is going to push you hard?
If it was up to me, Brad, I'd be throwing all my time onto Arizek to at least open up another angle. This is a 2-minute 20 capture timer base if you throw all people on there and get all points locked in key. Viking knows this and they're redeploying accordingly. Unity need to get people on here now. If they resecure this, it at least gives them some degree of, flexibility here to at least push out and go back on the offensive. But they need to make that play right now, and I don't think they're fast enough out of the blocks to do it.
You know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm not seeing actually? Max suits. I have seen no max suits from Viking and only 1 or 2 from Unity. This has been a very max low fight so far.
A very Bushido play, if you will. which is
I'm not sure if we
interesting
can call
to
it
see.
Bushido when we're seeing air hammers and air ground liberators, but you do you, brother.
All right, anyway, so right now we've also got Granite Head Reactor currently being attacked as well. Where are the Unity forces? They seem to be a little bit low in numbers right now on the map. I just don't see that many people around from Unity right now.
No, we have, like, where are they right now? They're kind of a little spread out at the moment. We're seeing a squad at Granite Head, a squad at Argent Pass, and probably a squad at Axic. They're all over the place, responding to every single fire that Vikings has set. But in the meantime, Unity is capping Granite Head, and Granite Head could be an excellent beachhead for restarting. While it's a fast cap, it gives you access to a lot of lanes and a potential back cap as well.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And like, you know, as Vikings resecures Arizak, you know, Unity have got to start asking themselves some questions. Okay, what's the next play? Now, obviously, Argent Pass is going down here. I think, in all honesty, we've got 3 minutes on Argent Pass and a minute actually on Granite Head. Unity, just pull out of Argent Pass, forget that base. You can cap Granite Head and then come back to Argent Pass and at least get yourself some territory and some more lanes on the map to control.
Exactly. Now, Unity is pressing Vikings. If Unity can take Granite Head, that means Vikings has overcommitted, been too aggressive, and they've lost that center base. If Vikings loses Granite Head, Unity can just push 3 different lanes, start up those fights, and get things going on their terms again. But doing so means you might lose Argent Pass, you might lose something else, so this is a gamble.
Vikings has responded to that, though, and they have gotten a huge point flip back down on Granite Head. Once again, no disrespect to Unity, but I think they're misplaying their plays here a little bit. They need to capture that center territory here. They need to make sure that they are opening up lanes and they've got opportunity, because as soon as you go on the back foot there and your home bases are constantly under siege, you have no more authority to start pushing out here. So I think Unity need to capitalize on that. They need to get on Granite Head. They need to get an all forces push on here and just lock this down.
Viking with the full resecure at Granite Head, and this means once you buy yourself enough time, you can just take all those numbers, dump them into Argent Pass, and come back later, because it's not about what's capping, it's about who's capped.
Exactly.
And Nexus Secure Substation is now open for business if Vikings just feels like popping a couple guys there and forcing the fight.
Exactly right. And once again, Unity trying their best to get out of Argent Pass. Now, unfortunately, Argent Pass has been, like, I think they were a bit too slow in pushing a center point, so now they've got... You know, they've got this onus to capture back Argent Pass, but you know.
And I see Vile Hydra just taking 1 point here at Arizek Satcom Hub, and for a while that is going to delay the Nexus Secure Substation.
And I think this air domination that's coming out from Vikings as well is just really showing, just like, you know, like Unity just can't get out of their warp gate with any kind of spawn options here. They're just lacking the ability to do gal drops, stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure they're running out of nanites here. So
the most they're going to have is dump mosquitoes, the ones you just take with full racer and stealth, drop, get that ejection seat off, and put your beacon down for your squad, and that's all they can really do. And while those are useful, and I do see a max here, they don't secure the air game. They do get infantry where they need to go, but not the long-term force multipliers.
Taking a moment to appreciate the medics of the match here. Ematech NS with 52 reses on the Unity side, with me terrorized 51 reses on the Unity side. Meanwhile, Peyton Head with 41 and Brett Favre with 53. So the mech's doing some good work, and there's that galaxy drop I was looking for. 27 seconds left on Argent Pass, and have they got the momentum here? There's a couple of max suits in there, a lot of dead Unity guys here, and I think that's a wipe. No, oh no, res grenade off.
I don't think that's going to take anything. That is a full Unity resecure right there. They're overpopped 2-1. Vikings has gone and taken their population, and I'm not quite sure where they are right now. They've essentially full withdrawn from their base, and their infantry are nowhere. They might be preparing for a dump at Nexus Secure Substation now that it's 3.5 minutes until Bitter Forge can go through, but once Nexus Secure starts going and Granite Head is at 0, which it is now Vikings is again on the offensive. Unity cannot take any offensive actions right now and has to play on the back foot.
And Vikings once again completely wiping Argent Pass. They could be going for a double cap here.
It looks like it. Yeah, they just jump back in. They're like, hey, you know, we're back.
Yeah.
Unity...
Thanks for that. I'm going to take that right now.
Oh man, my connection's wild. I'm watching people float off into the distance. This is wild. I'll take a picture for you, brother.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
In the meantime,
there you go.
Though, This is a solid hold. Unity has to run all the way across. Vikings just has to sit here and put their guns out the windows while the Viking air cleans up. Now those striker squads are going, but every guy you have with the striker shooting up in the air is one less person running to the point and trying to cap it. And there it is. Viking takes Argent Pass.
Well, that is a very solid victory for Viking there, and once again, I was watching Unity try to get that push up, and once again, the air was just there sitting there farming them. And you know, if we were to take a look at the top of the top weapons for this match here so far, we can really see that certain weapons like the Mustang Airhammer currently sitting on 92 kills. That's almost beating out every weapon.
Is not overpowered.
Gossaw is not overpowered at all, with 34% of the kills currently sitting over on Vikings' side. And there you go. Vikings are going for the juggler. They're going for the win. And they have started...
They're forcing both bases, though. They're not throwing... And I think that's smart to force both bases. Even if you don't end up capturing Nexus Secure Substation, we've said it before, we'll say it again, it means that your opponents cannot make a capture. So by taking Nexus Secure, you are buying yourself time to throw the rest of your population into Nexus Alpha.
Yeah. Now, if we look at the timings, though, Brad, if these guys get this base down to 2 minutes 20, right? If these guys get Nexus Alpha down to the 6 minute mark, it doesn't matter what you do on everywhere else of the map. You can't capture Argent Pass, and you don't have enough time to push up to Granite Head Reactor and then to Bitter Gorge Garrison. You just don't have the time to do that anymore unless you are down like textbook movements. So if Vikings get this timer down to the 6 minute or even the 5 minute 40 mark, it's it. It's an all or nothing play for Nexus Alpha after that point. You cannot play elsewhere. It'll be all or nothing at this point. And I think Unity have realized this. They've got max suits pushing out right now onto Nexus Alpha.
Baited the Unity Maxes, they baited the Unity Infantry to Nexus Alpha, and then left and threw everything they had at Nexus Secure Substation. And look at that, you pulled all those nanites, all those troops, all that momentum to a base that is not being contested. With 47 seconds on the timer, they can't even do anything and go to Argent Pass. So Vikings just sits on Nexus Secure and says, okay, we're going to take this one now.
And you know what's happening over here at Nexus Secure? The Viking Air Force is positioned perfectly. There are spawns everywhere. 2 beacons are present. There's a Sunder off in the back line. These guys are ready for whatever comes from Unity. And as I say that, here comes a Galaxy from Unity here, looking to make a play to try and get that drop in there and to try their absolute best to re-secure this point. But it's going to be ballsy. A bunch of Sky Guards now open as well. Viking has dropped as well. No.
Unity did not drop.
I think they're holding off waiting for a second Galaxy.
It's a battle gal by Cat 32, if it's anything.
I'm seeing
a Galaxy fly northwest towards Argent Pass. They're probably going to start capping on that one.
Oh no, here comes the Gal drop. Here comes the Gal drop out of Cats. They were just holding off waiting for infantry to spawn in.
There it is. Yeah,
but
dropped out.
As I called it, just air is waiting for them right there. Now they're pushing in through double doors here. But there's max suits waiting for them. So Viking are making an all-nothing play here.
Mike Honcho, you playing for Vikings. That's an old name there.
Yeah, I know, right? Another Unity drop coming in. This time they're going through short stairs here. They've got a pretty... Grenades are just waiting for them, though, and that is some well-placed nades as well. Dominicat making a push for the other flank there. Methodist going with him, but they're just getting outgunned here.
Any of the Viking supplies. They're just walking in. Viking has all of their C4, all of their res grenades, all of the maxes ready to go, and that's the take there. Now, we are seeing a 50-50 fight at Argent Pass, but Vikings can just sit here with their hands around Unity's throat and just not do anything for the next 10 minutes. And while we have to say, though, while Vikings is horrendously, I don't think Unity can win the match anymore, with that being said. But
no.
They did have to fight for this. They did have to make every single push hard, and Unity did make them work for it. This isn't just like a one-sided slaughter.
No.
Viking immediate drop onto a Unity push going to reinforce their point. This is an intercept right here. Who's on point? There's just a wild firefight on point. Revives are going up. This is A point at Nexus Alpha.
Oh my god.
Unity squad was reinforcing point, and a Viking just dropped on top of them. Look at that. Bring out the long ship, boys. We're going to the monasteries.
Unity managing to get a resecure on Nexus Alpha there, so it really Unity need to be making sure that Nexus Alpha can't even be capped anymore, but I don't know if they've got the flexibility to do it. Nexus secure substation still is approximately a 50-50 fight here. What's the positioning of the infantry? Oh, it's still going on, it's not over yet. And we will look at that, NS Surfbot Ninja taking the kill lead for Unity there with his light assaulting ways. Whirl NC, who I believe has been an air player all game here, leading the charge on the Vikings side.
Surfbot is an excellent player, and it's no stranger to see him on the top of the board here. He's jump jetted and stabbed me in the face more than once.
He gives me nightmares, seriously. I don't sleep at night thanks to him. Yeah. Meanwhile, over at Argent Pass, once again, this air is just being violently pushed into the doorways.
Look at this Valkyrie!
That is
you know what this is too? This is a mobile spawn for the infantry if they choose to take it.
And this is what I'm saying.
And eviscerating them.
You just cannot discount the air. You can't discount the air power. And when you give... Look at Robot Ninja, here they go! Getting a knife off, not quite enough.
Oh, hate to see it.
But it just goes to show, like, abusive and almost, like, you know, aggressive use of air power like that. It's just obnoxious, but man, does it work.
Yeah, and the vehicle kills are pretty even, but I'm going to start giving that not towards the air-to-air kills, but from the ground-to-air kills on the Unity side.
Exactly, putting those strikers to good use.
Resecure and just gonna push Nexus Alpha again, or just hold Nexus secure substation. They may not even make a move until they have to here. Unity is quite fortified on Nexus Alpha at this point. Like, they have a squad ready to go. Yeah, they have a squad sitting here ready for this inevitable drop.
And over here at Nexus secure substation, we've got another drop, and that is just rude. An orbital strike coming in as soon as that drop lands. Guys, don't rub. That's just brutal. Rubbing salt in the wound there, just making it as painful as possible there. I've got a Sunderer currently locked in the air on the Unity side. That's some hardcore parkour, and boom, baby.
How did that get... Oh, that was the
I think nuke. That was a result of the nuke. Yeah, look, credit to where it's due, but yeah, not going to help you at the end of the day there.
Yep. And there's a wonderful harasser driver here. Psychological warfare, doing what his name implies in yell chat.
I appreciate
a sick jump from him. Hold on, I'm gonna.
I do appreciate the play on words there. You love to see it. You really do.
Yeah. I'll follow him around. You've covered the infantry fight. Let's see what happens here. This is a canister harasser, so.
So we're just done with the Unity point. Unity are aiming to reset. Oh no! Have I seen this right? They can't do it. Unity have got a full 2 squads chilling here on Nexus Alpha, and they can't cap it. And you know what? Vikings knows it. They have gone for a full-blown redeploy. Max suits involved over on Nexus Secure. That is going to wrap up the game here. I don't think Unity can bring this back at all. That is a decider. It's just a matter of whether or not...
timer, it's just about making sure. Now, with that being said, you may lose the match, but look at those tiebreaker points. Those are relatively even, all things concerned. 2-2-3 to 2-7-7. So even with a match down, that'll still place you somewhere near the center of the boards here. And Unity is putting up a good fight. Vikings' air presence and their quite powerful infantry is doing it.
And it goes to show, right, that at the end of the day, despite the way the territory has looked here, and despite the way this is played out, you can really tell just, you know, how much Unity has given Vikings a run for their money here. We look at the domains here. You can really see just how powerful that airplay was. 72% of the kills here from Vikings has been infantry, and meanwhile, 23% has come from the air game here. It really just goes to show just how powerful the Viking air game has been, and we've really got to throw a big shout out to Varunda for getting these stats to us here and for making for giving us the opportunity to show this off here to the community.
Exactly. This is while it is probably going to be a full Viking take, this was a pretty tough match. If Unity had equal air presence, I think we would see a lot more of an even matchup.
Exactly.
Unity, though, pressing in from the back, taking the flank there. Vikings just going to get mowed down here. They have no one supporting this, and it's going to be a resecure from Unity.
And I think what we're seeing here is the strength in Unity infantry. These guys know how to play the infantry game. They've got very strong infantry players here, and that's not to discredit Viking, they do too. But I think Unity, they do come with a strong infantry player base and talent pool. It's just that when you've got that those additional, categories of play in action, such as, your air game and your armor game, even though armor game is very limited in what it has an effect here. It just goes to show that if you do ignore some of the aspects of this tournament and some of the aspects of PlanetSide, then you are going to, you're not going to perform as well. It's just that simple.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing Unity can do at this point. And while their air put up a fight where it could, Vikings just had the advantage the whole way through. I think Unity will continue to hold Nexus Alpha through the rest of the match here. I don't think Vikings can capture it anymore within the constraints of the timer. But we're probably going to see a very nice infantry fight here. If we look at the stats, 940 to 1338, and if we look at our weapons here, where is it? Top weapons. I'll wait for the current one to go down here. If we take out the 100 or so Mustang kills, it's about like a 200 kill difference from the sides, maybe a 300 kill difference. And while that seems like a lot, at the end of the day, Unity is putting up a solid fight on the infantry end.
Exactly right. And I got to give credit to Unity for sticking it out and for doing the absolute best here. If we take a look at the stats for the overall match here, guys, Unity actually bringing it back in the kill department, 986. Meanwhile, Viking have definitely Araxiumed Unity here today with 1,370 kills. But if we look at the vehicle kills, interestingly enough, while Viking have had a pretty dominant air presence here, well, again, it goes to show that Unity just stopped pulling vehicles at one point. 142 kills to the Viking vehicle game here. Meanwhile, Unity representing 154 vehicle kills. So Unity definitely putting up a great effort against the Viking air presence. Just not enough to, unfortunately, bring it back a bit.
Yeah, and while Unity does have a few Sky Guards up at this point, it is a lost cause. The air isn't going to do too much against the 8-point like Nexus Alpha. And Unity is just going to continue to sit on 8-point, farm in the Viking infantry, and it's just going to be a, regular old fight here. This was a close match, but at the end of the day, the win is to Viking. There's no doubt about it that Unity was outplayed on all angles, but it was close.
It was. And respect to Unity. Again, an excellent match. I think they really did play it tooth and nail there to try and bring it home. But yeah, you got to give them credit where credit is due.
Vikings on point. Viking is on point.
There you go. They're not going out with a Viking. They can't cap now. We've only got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game here. So it does go to show that, things are still playing out. Let's have a quick look at the tournament and see if we've had any other victories so far. Dire coming out with a dominant victory against Legion of Coffee there. They're now on 500.
That score says essentially it was they may have been full warp gated there.
Yeah, I think that might have happened there. So GG's to Dire, taking out Legion of Coffee. It's going to put Dire in a very strong position for the next matchup that's going to go down here. No other matches have been decided yet. I imagine that the WTAC and Fate match has commenced.
That started 10 minutes ago, yes.
All right, so noting that this match is done and dusted, what do you say we switch over there, Brad, and go check out the other game that's taking place now?
Yes, I will be there. That is number 3, as it were.
Number 3, got it. So GG's.
I could be incredibly wrong.
Match 3, I'm checking on over now. And bear with me, guys, as we get the overlay set up for a new game here. Please do bear with us. Yes, this is WTAC versus Fate here, so let's have a quick look at...
Let's take a look at this. Oh my god.
This looks a little brutal. This looks a little savage.
Fate. Yeah, and we are not 15 minutes into this. And like I said earlier during the match review that Fate has the better infantry. Fate has the better air. WTAC has the better armor, but armor does not matter on Nexus. Armor has like a 5% impact ratio.
Yeah,
and let's take a look
exactly.
at the air game right here. I'm only seeing Fate air. I'm seeing, okay, a Reaver come out. He's flying out towards Nexus Secure Substation, and that's just a drop Reaver. And look at that, Memento Mori is already on him, and there is a group of defenders here on Nexus Secure ready just to take him out. I believe Fate is just going to push into Nexus Alpha at this point.
Yeah, I think this is over.
Yeah, WTAC has no chance on this one. Fate is the excellent shot. And while we can watch the rest of another 30 minutes, I don't think it's going to last the whole way through.
No, I don't think it will either. But we'll watch this out because we have stated that this is going to be the stream of the match that we will be streaming here. I'm just trying to bring up the stats here and make sure it's the correct stats that we're after. So bear with me just a moment.
Let's take a look around a little bit. Where is WTAC at all? They are all over Nexus Alpha right now. They are literally just sitting on point. Okay, looks like a fight just cleaned up here at Nexus Alpha. Looks like WTAC just pushed them off. I'm seeing Money Pants around, but there's still some shots going off here. They're repairing some maxes. Yeah, looks like this is the end. No, Fate is still sieging point. Yeah, this is a point siege right now. And while WTAC was going for the back cap at Nexus Secure, Fate had a squad waiting for them. Fate decided just to play it slow, know that all they have to do is put the pressure on Nexus Alpha, take Argent Pass, which WTAC isn't responding to right now, and let this thing slowly play out.
So, Brad, I'm just looking at, let's just take, for example, the top killers here. Let's have a quick look at the stats here. So, as you can see, the Fate top kills very, very... It's clear that there's quite a tight race between all of the top killers of the Fate side, and there's quite a bit more discrepancy against the WTAC side of things, which you expect to see. WTAC with a huge max suit hold. These guys are just sort of a bulwark of defense here on Nexus. So clearly they just don't want to be warp gated right now. They're just trying to play the long game here at this point.
WTAC does love maxes. They do spend a lot of time with maxes, but when you're a max suit sitting on point, fighting off you are 3-1 right now. That is an improper allocation of Papa. When you're 3-1 and losing a point, and you're losing another base with virtually no contestant, I think at this point, WTAC, I'm not going to call it because we haven't seen the whole match, but they've given up and they're just going to see if they can hold Nexus Alpha at this point, because I'm not seeing any sort of brave or aggressive plays out of Alpha, because Fate is just sitting on their victories right now. They know they don't need to move that squad out of Nexus Secure. They don't need to move that squad out of Argent Pass. They can in 40 seconds when they just dump both groups on and push all the angles. But for now, WTAC isn't going to be taking this one here.
No.
Now, as much as I would like to eat my own words, I don't think it's going to happen.
No. Now we've got WTAC. Like, WTAC are just playing max suit score, and look at that. There's at least. I'm just going to quickly jump up to see the top max repairs stats for this match, because I think that's going to be really interesting to look at here real quickly. And there you go. WTAC with 50. Look at the max suit repair stats right there.
God,
oh my god.
Yeah. All Fate needs to do now is whack that point with an orbital strike while all of their. No way. Come to the air pad. Come to the air pad. This is a Fate Sunderer on the air pad in a cloaked bubble, providing Fate with easy spawns that WTAC cannot or has not dealt with. They can just shell that thing from their warp gate with vehicles, but they don't know it's there.
That is
disgusting.
My
god. That is so cheap. I love it.
That is not fair.
I absolutely love this.
That is just cruel. Now, believe it or not, because this match is so defensively oriented now towards WTAC, look at those kills just climbing up for WTAC there.
Minotaur giving away that spawn there by moving his Galaxy next to the Sunderer, getting it shot, and then revealing the Sunderer due to the splash damage, but none of the vehicles seem to catch on that there's a bust there.
No. Well, the majority of the WTAC players right now are all inside, and we've even got a max push coming in from Fate from behind here, and they're making a pretty solid push of it here. Max suits in kind, but WTAC with just the raw amount of, again, as you said, an orbital strike in there, and it's GG's.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to see what our top weapons here for the game here so far have been. Let's just check these out. I'm assuming scatter cannons will be present on the side. And there we go. Maddox galore right there. Good lord. And Gauss Rifle S's as well. So literally, like, the heavy weapons.
Rifle S, huh?
What an interesting pick. I'm assuming it's for the grenade launches at this point, I must say.
Yeah, I haven't seen any smoke, but yes, it could be due to the grenade launch.
Fate with a beautiful Citadel shield in here as well, sort of cutting the room in half and sort of cutting the firing lines in half, giving them a bit of freedom of movement here. It's definitely broken WTAC up a little bit here.
Exactly. What?
Oh,
I
the point's flipping.
Can do anything right now. Yeah, there it goes. Fate's gonna roll in, clean house, and hold this up here.
I will never get used to watching an NC Max firing red traces, but I tell you what, it's been interesting to see. This Max suit's dancing around. Oh my god, who was that?
Doing his best.
Oh my god. Artorial Pendragon getting an amazing, amazing little play there on that Max suit. Well done.
We're seeing some fake guys. There is Fatal Knives in the corner here. He's got his pistol out. He's still alive somehow as as a NC Max looks at him and walks away.
As much
and there's
as
the resonate for Fate, and this looks like Fate will be on it.
As much as I admire this Citadel shit, it is blocking observer camera right now, which is proving to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's making it a little annoying. I have to hit like shift and freaking zoom my way through.
Zoom your way through it. Yep. Fate with that is such a strong play right there, and they've definitely got just like Fate just setting up like they're just embracing their TR Darker right now. They've got a bunch of a bunch of heavy assaults just chilling there and holding left click. A lot of archers right now too. Fate have identified the presence of max suits and the reliance that, you know, WTAC are placing on max suits, and they've just got engineers sitting there ready to take their heads off and just open them up like a can opener.
Just easy cleanup. There's nothing they can really do at this point. If you don't mind, I will actually hop to the Hells Angels Axic match here to see how they're doing.
Yeah, please do. I'll keep an eye on this match here just to provide a bit more consistency and commentary here, but oh my word, it is like, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you can hear me right now over the gunfire, but yikes, it's a lot of gunfire.
Yeah, it is insane. My connection's going wild again, and looks like the bus is gone on the air pad. Well, that was a really good spot for a bus. It looks like WTAC has finally caught on to what they're doing, and they've gotten rid of it.
Well, I have to say here, it's been very interesting to watch how these matches play out here, and this being my first WTAC and first Fate matches, it's interesting to see how both these teams have been playing. Fate seem to have a real strong, you know, understanding of this format and how to play it best, and I'm just noticing Fate are completely ditched the air game here. They are now all in on the ground, and that's again what we expect to see out of games like this. You cannot be binary in your approach to these force allocations. You need to make sure that you are spreading forces where required.
Yeah, there's nothing they can really do. It's just the vehicle pilots hopping out, reinforcing the infantry game, and you're good to go.
Yeah, 100%. Beautifully played here by these guys here today. How's it going over there on the
I would love to tell you, but I'm currently having internet connection issues, and I'm resetting my system.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm logging out now, stuck on a loading screen, but I would let you know if I could.
Oh dear, we got 4 minutes left on the timer here, guys, at Nexus Alpha here. I can't actually see the alert timer right now, which is a bit strange. I've lost track of that right now, but I'm
trapped forever.
I'm trapped forever in this game. But it's not going to matter either way. I don't think Unity are getting forced off this point here. There's quite a significant amount of forces here just holding them back.
Fate's not getting kicked off now at this point. I mean, they had the better infantry, they had the better air, and that one advantage that WTAC had just couldn't be leveraged.
Exactly, and like this map doesn't allow for that much leverage either. Like it is very much an infantry and air-based map. Armor does not get a lot of opportunity to shine here, but you know that's just what you got to do. You got to adapt to the environment that you got to play in and go from there.
So we just have to wait this one out, and then Fate takes it, and a very commanding victory from Fate. Now it will most likely push them to the top of the board. Since Recursion is playing Go Hard Gaming, it will likely be a Recursion win for that. So next week you could probably see a Fate versus Recursion match, which could be interesting.
Yep.
Those, I believe, Fate, Recursion, and FIFA are our top seeds, with Vikings being sort of the dark horse candidate. Vikings has been doing incredibly well, and we saw their frankly dominant display on what we thought would be a pretty even match.
Yep.
They kind of rolled through. Now, how they do with outfits that have sort of been working on this for a year, we've yet to see. But we'll see what next week's seeds look like. I think we're going to see some great matches next week.
Orbital strike coming in from WTAC on the Fate hold here, but here comes the response orbital strike there, and oh my god,
it's like just dump it in there.
Whoever just dropped that thing, I'm looking at least 20 kills here. Like WTAC decided to push out into that orbital. It was game over.
And it's quite interesting. The kills are not as skewed as we saw in the previous match. Now, maybe just because that one went a bit longer, but WTAC versus Fate match here, the kills are only off by... wait, so that's 800? Oh, never mind. I thought that was a 6. Never mind.
No. Yeah, that's
it is a 300 kill difference like we saw with Unity and Vikings here. This is a definite just a win. There's not really much else we can say at this point.
Another big WTAC push coming out here, and up there's another orbital strike to meet them. Oh, and they all go running back into the point.
Oh no!
Oh, like little ants, they go running back in. Dreadkill, for some reason in his max suit, deciding to hold the line here, but he's gonna be absolutely annihilated there. Oh, sorry, Daybreak kill. I don't know what the mentality behind that push was. It was a bit peculiar. We saw just there with the top killer stats there, everybody, that, you know, like we saw that, you know, the top kills there for Fate, all in the sort of 60 to 50 range. Meanwhile, with WTAC, easily 30 to 20. So there's just a clear IVI difference here in where the capabilities are. That was a brutal orbital strike on WTAC there. It's like WTAC orbital strikes, you know, Fate, and Fate's like, okay, we'll we'll do that again to you guys too, and it's just brutal.
Oh yeah.
Apparently your stream is starting to buffer a little bit, but
yep, I'm noticing that too.
This match is over, and we are here in the Sexy versus Axic max, and this is kind of heated. I need to double check here. Axic is blue, Sexy is red. Sexy pushing Nexus Omega 5 minutes in, under popped while they're slightly losing Nexus Secure. 5 points for Hell's Angels, which is Sexy, and 4 points for Axic, Arax's Iron Guard. This is a relatively even match with 20 minutes left to go.
Apologies for the stream lagging, ladies and gentlemen. I might have to go quickly get this sorted out here, but we are seeing some technical issues at the moment. Please do bear with me. I'll be right back. Brad, please keep talking us through the other game if you can.
Sounds good. We are seeing a Hell's Angels, looks to be a drop coming in here, while they do have some Axic air shooting down at them. That is a resecure from Axic. In the meantime, what do we have here? So this is a full wipe on Hell's Angels, it looks like. No, there's fights are still going off. Let's take a look inside. No, that is a wipe for Hell's Angels. Hell's Angels needs to resecure their momentum at this point. They are pushed off of Nexus Omega, and they are still in the lead, even though one of their points are cut off. Nexus Secure Substation could be a good push, but you can also light fires at Granite Head Reactor, Hydroponic Compound, or Nexus Secure Substation.
And with that, the game over here at WTAC has just wrapped up here. Fate with the victory there, so well played to them. Unfortunately, I'm still having net dramas here, so I might have to wrap the stream up earlier. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, very interesting games. Very interesting games today.
This Axic Hell's Angels match is a good one, as I will say at this point. Hell's Angels pushed entirely up the north lane with a cutoff base in the south lane. Axic recently taken Nexus Secure, so that might have been lost while Hell's Angels was pushing Nexus Omega. Hell's Angels, they are flipping Nexus Omega again. Yep, they have. They're back on point. So we need to ask them. They need to ask themselves: do we resecure Nexus Secure Substation, because Nexus Alpha is not ready to go? Like, this can be lost by Hell's Angels, but they are busy throwing all their pop into Omega. Now, Axic Air looks to be dominant at this point. I'm not seeing too many sides besides a couple dueling right now. How well are they held up on point? Hell's Angels. Let's zoom in here. The maxes, we do see zero maxes. Good angles here from Hell's Angels here. Some lovely boys, Mantrion, big shout out, big kiss. As Axic struggles to get in through the front door here. They had a clean at one point, but they keep running into the middle door. They don't seem to be getting too many flanks in. There's going to be problems. While Hell's Angels has 3 beacons out that Axic isn't killing.
So it looks like my stream might be back in action here. Apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. We did have some issues there. Let's have a quick look at the rundown here of these games.
Goes off. In the meantime, Axic is taking Nexus Alpha. Now, Hell's Angels doesn't have to respond to this for another 2 minutes at the very least, so they can make this play. They can pull out, go secure Nexus Alpha. We're not quite sure how good Axic is moving their pop around, but that nuke doesn't do much to Hell's Angels. Hell's Angels had no maxes inside of A point.
How much time left is in that game, Brett, and what's the status of the layout?
My overlay's broken, so I'm not entirely sure, but I assume about 15 minutes left of the match with 5 points in favor of Hell's Angels, 4 points in favor of Axic. Hell's Angels, this is a full commit onto Omega. If they take this, they win. If they do not take this, they are most likely going to lose Bitter Gorge, Nexus Alpha, and
what match number is this?
So this is match number 7.
on the way. And let me open up the overlay too and see if we can get that going as well.
This is Pseudotaxis's very well-trained infantry group. He's been pushing for this quite well. While he is dead, they are putting up one hell of a fight. Some boys I love in here who play with Phoenix every once in a while. They're doing a grand job. 3.5 minutes left on this cap, but they're spread out at this point, getting picked off piece by piece as Axic struggles to come inside. Their beacon's still alive, they're not. So Hell's Angels has no spawns.
I believe this is going to be the Connery instance number 5, I believe.
Are you sure? I typed in 7. Oh, right,
sorry,
right.
Overlay.
Gotcha.
Let's see if I can get this up, ladies and gentlemen, so we can get some accurate reads here for you. Nope, that's the wrong one. It might be overlay 4.
How dare you trick me like this?
I know, right? False advertising cami style.
Yeah. Hell's Angels is losing Arizek as well. This really is an all-or-nothing hold, and so far Axic is having trouble getting in, but with that being said, Hell's Angels, every time they drop, that's a little bit more resources lost for them. They're going down left and right, but their medics are doing a good job. Good pushes in from both sides and the back. Hell's Angels need to clean this up now, get those pickups, and start putting beacons down, because Axic is pushed in with a max, and Hell's Angels been wiped off the point.
What an interesting layout this map looks like at the moment. Omega still flipping in favor, I believe, of Sexy here. So Sexy making the play here for Omega.
Yeah, this is a hell of a gamble. It unfortunately was lost. Hell's Angels tried their best for this, but now they have to go back and secure their time again. Arizek is about to go down with no contested. That needs to be secured.
And so, same with Bitter Gorge.
Seconds. How fast can Hell's Angels respond to these two fights?
This could be the play for Axic here if they get this, if they make this happen right now. So let's have a quick look at the kills and the stats here. So Sexy are leading here, or Hell's Angels, as I say, are leading on the kill department here, and Axic definitely behind on the vehicle kill side of things as well. But the revives are dead even, which goes to show that right now,
here's
Sexy
the problem. Hell's Angels is taking revives at Nexus Omega. They cannot be doing this. You are losing 3 bases right now. And while they seem to have resecured Bitter Gorge, Arizek is just going to be taken by Axic with nobody there. Axic wasn't even defending this. You send one guy over on a scythe,
no.
Instant secure. The bases are now 5-4 in favor of Axic here. Bitter
If
Gorge,
they're not careful, it's going to be 6-3 if they're not careful.
Yep. And Hell's Angels back on point at Nexus Omega. They're not done here. They're back. They have all their resources again. Axic might have just left. And Hell's Angels, 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the cap. They might just be going for a full send in here, but they are losing Nexus Omega. They have to now resecure Alpha. There's less time on Alpha than Omega. So this group at Omega, while they're doing a good job, if they lose Alpha, then it was really for nothing.
Axic just got Bitter Gorge for free as well. Wow. That has flipped the game on its head.
All Hell's Angels can do at this point is delay at Nexus Alpha. They have the pop for this. They can roll in, make sure it's secure, and ensure that this group holding at Nexus Omega, because here is the Galaxy Brain play at this point. We're seeing 15 minutes left on the capture timer. You essentially have a very low chance of winning territory-wise. So if you can't win territory-wise, you take their Nexus. Now, Hell's Angels stop the cap at Nexus Alpha, going back in their favor. They're bringing it back, going to move everyone back to Omega at this point, and now their trade is coming through again. If we see any Steel Rains, I wouldn't be surprised, as Hell Angels holds back on a Nexus Omega with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left.
Where do you watch this game? Where do you watch this game from?
Exactly, on both sides. They're just in each other's court, shooting hoops into empty nets.
Alright, I'm over here at Omega right now, taking a watch as Alpha, or as Hell's Angels tries to get the hold here. Oh my god. Now, we do know Hell's Angels, they're great infantry players. We do know how capable they are at getting these holds in. But I gotta tell you, it's a risky play with 11 minutes left on the clock here. It is a risky as hell play. So, Omega is going still in favor of Hell's Angels here, and Alpha is still falling respectively
I'll be honest,
as well.
It is a risky play, but at this rate, it is the only play. Now, while Hell's Angels putting up one hell of a fight, they are not getting their reinforcements here. What they needed to do with this amount of time is bring everybody over. And while it's still flipping in favor of Hell's Angels,
This is a wild slap fight I'm seeing on both sides. Pseudotaxis goes down, Spanix Dextums to Taco as well, and they've been knocked out. Now, while they have been kicked out, that is time still to grab everybody in the galaxies, fly them over to Nexus Omega, and try this again. You have a minute of capture timer left, and this is doable if you commit everybody here.
Yep, 100%.
Congratulations to the Terran Republic for
capturing live continent Indar. Yep.
God bless, God bless. What if he wanted to go to heaven? But God said Indar has been captured.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. So obviously over here at the at Nexus Alpha here, Hell's Angels still holding the angles and doing a good job here to buy themselves some time. 10 minutes left on the clock here.
Leave at this point. You have 10 minutes. What can you capture? Nexus Secure takes 4 minutes. Great. Bitter Gorge, maybe a bit faster, so you can do this. Make this a 4 to 5.
The player's on again. The player's on again at Omega. The player's on again.
Yeah. Are they going in?
They're going in. They've got it. Oh no, not quite. Sorry, my brothers. But they do have the
Secure, my beautiful boy. Get in there, Pseudo. You can do this.
The population is in. They are pushing up the long stairs here, and they have been met by max suits.
It's just one max. Pseudo goes in with the pilot. That max is dead. Hell's Angels going back on point. There's only 2 or 3 defenders left. Some of them are just staring at walls. What are you doing, Shin Ching 222? You're looking at the wall.
Push in, fella. All right, the play is on. The play is on.
Claymore hits a teammate. Hell's Angels back on point at Nexus Omega.
Oh, this is not over yet, fellas. This is not it. Oh, this could go either way. It really could.
Hell's Angels needs to bring every single man to this base. There cannot be a single sexy member left standing around picking their noses. 2.5 minutes left. Now, while Bitter Gorge is going through, okay, cool, you can take Bitter Gorge, but what do you do after that? Like, throw some people into Granite Head? What is the leadership doing? Nah, just throw everybody to Nexus Omega. And honestly, while that might not be the 100% correct move, it is the funniest move and the most interesting move. I would love to see the match end this way. That being said, Pop is still in Axic's favor. Where are all the Hell's Angels guys? I feel as if, and looking at this pie chart here, that there aren't many Hell's Angels members online. That is a little unfortunate, but maybe there's a full squad at Bitter Gorge. There could be a full squad at Bitter Gorge Garrison to flip this back into a 4 versus 5 points again, and maybe they'll take Granite Head after that.
That might be their play. That might be their play at this point.
See, what's going on at Nexus Alpha is there's a whole squad of Axic doing literally nothing right now. They are standing around letting Hell's Angels just do whatever they want to do. And now we see the 50-50. Now Hell's Angels is all into Nexus Omega. This is it. This is the pop. This is what they needed to do. Do they have any hard spawns right now? Let's check around for Sunders.
That'd be negative. Nothing on the map.
An Axic Sunder outside.
Yep, no, there's no sexy hard spawns here present at the moment. Meanwhile, Bitter Gorge is going to go through for free, so that gives them a little bit more leniency. If this fails, they can make a last-ditch effort play at Granite Head Reactor. But what are Axic doing?
Angels has the pop. They are about 2-1 here at Nexus Omega, and this full send into the base is absolutely wonderful. They can keep this up and just win. There is a little bit of air dominance happening right now, but I'm not quite too sure here. What I would have liked to see, and maybe they've been spent already, is a few maxes pulled in from Hell's Angels and then dropped in with the Steel Rain as a...
Citadel Shield comes on in as well and limits some of the angles of sight. And there's an orbital strike coming in from Hell's Angels here. They're orbitaling themselves to try and deal with max suits, I believe.
I'll be real. Yeah, this was a bad Citadel anyways. This did not need to occur because what it does is prevent Hell's Angels from firing out that front door towards people running out of the spawn. And while it does provide them a little bit of outside work, the inside had enough cover to begin with.
Exactly, yeah. The sight lines here are not long enough to justify such a shield, I don't believe. But, there's a minute 12 left. Can they do it? This will be a balls-to-the-wall play if they can, and a real turnaround considering where they were a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Max suits are on point here. Spitfire's going to work here. Lash of Fire coming out as wherever they can as well.
While we are seeing this 1 minute left, I'm not seeing anybody get Granite Head. They need to start flipping all 3 points now as insurance so they get wiped off point. Well, Hell's Angels does have a good hold. They are being pushed out through the side right now. Max suits down. Some people on Commander Wolf on a turret going through. Hell's Angels
it's going to be close.
Slowly killed. They're going to need to start pushing out through points. Resonades need to go off. Medics aren't doing anything right now. So people are standing out and they're getting kicked off. No, the Resonades is not enough. All right, Hell's Angels now needs to pull out, make sure bases like Granite Head and like secures, or just save Nexus Alpha.
But there's a lot of push happening right now. They're going full force again, but as you can see, that timer's flipping back the opposite direction, not what they need. Nexus Alpha is still in play, and that could get flipped if they're not careful here. There's beacons pushing in. They're spending too long here. They're spending too long here. They need to get out.
Hell's Angels, they are pulling out at this point. Their pop's slowly going down. They're probably going to resecure Nexus Alpha. But at this time, they needed to already have flipped Granite Head Reactor.
Yeah,
Granite Head needed to
agreed.
be halfway through this point. What Hell's Angels is missing in this match is someone in a scythe flying around, capturing points, preferably in like a Stalker Cloaker or something. Well, they are going back to Nexus Alpha and probably will resecure that because they can easily move the population back. It's just the opportunity just wasn't seized on. Now,
no.
we are seeing some redrops by Hell's Angels, but this isn't what you should be doing. You should know when the base is lost and when you have to dip out. And maybe they're just looking for a good fight. Hell, I'd love a good fight too. But like, now, at this rate, what do you do?
About a squad of Hell's Angels is just resecured over here at Nexus Alpha, so they're neutralizing that out. Now, the issue is that the more time they spend over at Nexus Omega, the tighter that margin for error gets if they don't get that resecured.
They can 1-2-3 Granite Head Reactor, keep a squad there. Now, Axic is a little bit of a Zerg fit at this point. Now, Hell's Angels can keep a squad there and essentially keep the entirety of Axic just distracted while someone goes and starts flipping Granite Head. But we're not seeing anything with Granite Head. It's been 2, 3, 4 minutes and nobody's made a play for this. All points untouched at this point. While I am seeing someone on the mini-map here.
Hold on, it's not over yet, Omega. Sexy starting to push in here. They might have just gained critical mass. Oh, but the margin for error now on timing is so tight. Yep. They are in on the point. Yep, Sexy are back on Nexus Omega, and noting the timelines, they've been able to keep this point alive for as long as possible with their point holds. This could be the play thereafter. It's all or nothing now. Forget everything else. Get on Nexus Omega. This is it.
At this point, there's nothing else you can do.
But hold up.
There's
oh my god.
Axic group at Alpha, and now this is a timer race.
Hold up. What is the time?
Are thrown in.
This is down to the second.
This is literally, oh my god.
Hang on. Hang on.
What do you do? How do you allocate your population?
Could we see the first tie of Outfit Wars?
No way. I think I don't fucking know. What the hell is
this is down to the millisecond. Like, if the server lags, someone will get it.
This is where my thoughts about Granite Head were coming through. Even if like, what the hell is happening? Now you are in a Mexican standoff. Neither side can pull back. They have to 50-50 for this at this point. Withdraw some of their guys into the attacking to go defend. But it all now depends on that infantry power. Axic cannot push in so far. Sexy still has a wonderful hold at Omega.
Axic with a beautiful... sorry to cut you off, Brad. Axic with a beautiful push on Omega with max suits in play. This could be the play they're after here. It's a brutal hit. Oh my god, can Hell's Angels hold off? They're being pincer maneuvered here. Max suits everywhere. There's a lot of res grenades going off here. They've got a firing line off, but they're gonna... If they touch the point, it is game over. Can they do it? Do they have the pop? I don't know if they do. Res grenades going off. No. Oh, Sexy managed to hold it, but there's one more res grenade off here. Oh my god, it could go either way. Jesus.
No one. There is a group at Nexus Alpha pushing in, and there's not many Axic defenders. In fact, there's like only one person on point right now. All Axic needs. Yeah, Hell's Angels now on point. They've flipped it. 37 seconds left for Hell's Angels, and Axic has been kicked off Nexus Alpha, buying them enough time.
But Hell's Angels have been kicked off of Nexus Omega too. They sacrificed it. Oh my god. Granite Head is falling as well now, but it's too late.
Granite Head needed to be taken earlier.
Oh my god.
That is depressing.
What a... Oh man. That was... I tell you, that was... My heart is beating. Holy crap. Yeah, now, in saying that, if seriously, if Sexy are fast enough, they could take back Nexus Omega. It could come to... I don't think they've got the time.
We have 3 minutes... Oh no, 2 minutes left in the match. Is there time to take Granite Head Reactor? My max...
No, there is not. Granite Head is not takeable. Here comes the Sexy push. They're going in for a last-minute timer on this push here. Can they get... I don't think they've got the numbers. I don't think it's going to happen.
And Axic is attempting the same thing at Nexus Alpha at this point, but that is... And this is just what I mean about...
Wow, what the fuck? What a play. That was seriously... ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you quite understand how close that was. Timer for timer, second for second, it could have gone either way there. and it was down to
It
force
is-
allocation.
Quite one interesting match there.
That was my heart, Brad. My heart. Holy crap.
Yeah, and
That
it's a little
was-
sad that Hell's Angels couldn't take it, but hey, it's what we have.
I've got to give credit to both teams here. Beautifully played
you-
here.
Put up the kills here.
Let me go ahead and gentlemen get top killers out real quickly, see if this overlay is working for us. We have had some technical issues with this today. I've just hit the button, but I can't see anything coming up yet at the moment. Oh, the adrenaline. That was something else.
Yeah, it's oh man.
Wow.
Are we sure how many seconds are left on the alert?
11 seconds. It's GG.
Oh, GG. That is not fun.
Oh.
That is a soul-crushing loss, unfortunately.
That is, and I think honestly, like, I know a lot of people have been talking about, oh, what happens if a team gets warp gated? What happens if a team gets sent straight to the warp gate? I gotta tell you, that's a more crushing defeat right there than what would be if you were just warp gated the whole time. That was such a brutal matchup. That was disgusting. I kind of wish we'd watched that game the whole way through, but I'm glad we came over.
Yeah, this was an excellent match. Very, very well played from both sides. What I want to give credit to is that Hell's Angels infantry team that was working at the northern Nexus site, they did a frankly outstanding job. Now that's Pseudotaxis' infantry squad. They performed amazingly. They outmaneuvered and outplayed Axic at every angle when they could. And when they got pushed off every time, it was because they were overpopped. Hell's Angels may have lost this match, but I don't think they lost any dignity in that one.
Nah. Like, no matter how you look at it, guys, that was a very close game, and there was huge respect to those games. Like, I think all the matches that we looked at today, they all had something else to give, or something different to give. And just generally speaking, I'm very, very happy with how these matches have turned out today. I'm very proud of the teams that came out to play today, because, oh, my heart is beating. That was beautiful. That was amazingly well done.
Yeah, well, it's a heartbreaking loss for Hell's Angels, but at the end of the day, you know, Axic pulled it out, and it was what needed to happen was that back end play, not the front end play, which Hell's Angels did quite well on, but it was the lack of having the mobile force that can go ahead and take those bases when your opponents are busy. I think if Hell's Angels had committed 3 guys to Granite Head Reactor, they would have won.
Oh, wow. Well, if there's anybody from Hell's Angels or from just for anyone in the games that we covered just then, if they could please jump into my Discord, I'd love to get some interviews in, because holy shit, what a game. Let's get some people into Discord here. I would love to have a chat with some folks about that game there, because that was just something special. Yeah, beautifully played. Get in the waiting room here, and we'll get some folks on board. Oh dear. I see Skitter in there. Who's Skitter with? Do you know?
I am not sure. Hold on.
Let's find out.
Skitter might be one of the Axic guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, no servers. I think Skitter. Yeah, Pseudo is for Hell's Angels, and Skitter, I believe you are Axic.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, well, take it away, Cam.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to the game. Arshy's going to come on down as well.
Oh. Okay.
GG's.
Yeah,
This is
so
now-
first things first, guys. We came into that game late, and I do apologize for that. We had other games that we were casting in the due course of that, but
All good.
fucking G's, guys. That was like, my heart was racing them. What a game. What a
That was
game.
nail biting.
What
We looked at
a
3
game.
matches tonight, and this was probably the best one.
Like,
Yeah,
that
you guys should have been watching it from the beginning.
Yeah, I do kind of regret not coming to you guys straight away, but lessons learned. It was a beautiful game, and seriously, you know, you guys put on a hell of a match for us today, so GG's to you guys there. What I'll do, just for a quick moment, is just take an opportunity, just give you guys an opportunity to introduce yourselves. We'll go from top down, so Pseudo, we'll start with you.
And I actually, before that, sorry, to the Axic members here, can you DM me an invite to your Discord, please? That would be lovely.
Will do.
Thank
There you
you. Hi, I'm Pseudo. I'm one of the leaders of Sexy, and Mantra's in the waiting room, who is also one of the leaders of Sexy and would also have good inputs.
Yep, we'll bring him on down. Fantastic, thank you. Archie, you're obviously in here, so welcome aboard, mate. Hope you're doing well.
What's up, buddy? Of course, man. I got excited when I saw your name in there. I was like, hey, we could just combine them and just finish off one go.
Yep, sounds good to me, mate. We've got a bunch of guys coming on in here, so we'll just start dragging people in here. Bring it on in. Boom, boom, boom. Coming in, guys. We'll keep things nice and calm here for a second. We're just going down the line. So, Blacksmith, could you please keep things rolling for us? Blacksmith might not... Blacksmith, yeah? No? All right. I'll give it to Trickshot. Trickshot, want to quickly introduce yourself, mate?
Yeah. Who is Axic lead here?
That'd be me.
Okay, excellent. All right, we'll keep going down that. So, all right then. So, Axic League, want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, all right. Well, my name is Trigdog. I'm the new lead of Axic, I guess, recently inherited from the, green juice.
No,
Really?
Yeah.
excellent.
Okay.
Just trying to get the outfit back on the rails and just trying to have fun out here in Outfit Wars, so.
Good stuff, guys. So yeah, as I was just
I did
echoing
not
to
know
the,
that.
I was just echoing to the guys earlier before everyone came on in here. Do I have any representatives from previous matches as well out here?
Well, Blacksmith was one of them, and I think Juice was here as well. And
Yeah, Juice is
was
here.
here.
I just muted him because he was a bit hot marking.
as well.
Not bad.
No, you're all good. So which match were you guys in on? So do I have any representatives from WTAC
Hello,
or from?
I was here in the last match. I just had trouble getting my mic working.
No, all
I
good.
could
Well
send
done.
an invite to Dr. Money, who's the Western Tactical Lead.
Nah, all good, all good. We'll keep it. Well, I think I'll keep it to the Axic and Sexy match because that
that's
was
the most
probably-
recent one. The
Yeah, we'll
WTAC
keep it to that one there.
finished up a while ago.
Yeah. So okay,
I
now,
take
I've got
it was an absolute massacre.
a little bit, yes. But let's focus down on this match here because guys, I gotta say that was like I don't think I've seen a match so far where the caps for both home bases were within a second of each other, if not on the second. So can we just I just want to ask each lead here, what was going through your head when that happened? Please, I want to hear some background on that because that was wild.
What wasn't going through my head at that moment? It was so fucking chaotic at that moment. Oh my God.
I don't think I can describe it without blasting out everybody's eardrums because it was pretty loud.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty loud in drums.
There was
We
so
got in
much
trouble
screaming
last
going
time
on.
for blasting out eardrums in Archie's chat.
Yo, who
So-
invited this guy?
So what was the play? So from I want to hear from Pseudo first, then we'll go to Trig Dog here. What were the plays in your minds on how you were going to address that? Like what was the best case scenario for you guys in that play there? Let's hear it.
Best in what play?
So in that moment where both caps were flipping at the same time for the home bases, what was your best case scenario? Like what was your plan to try and bring that home? I know obviously it didn't work out for you guys, but what was the play on your guys' end? What was the goal?
They had a less than a half a second more on their cap of our home base, so we just ended up going a defensive strategy right at the end.
Jesus,
That's
oh my
an
god,
absolutely ridiculous, like that close. So
Yeah.
it just came down to I didn't want to risk something weird happening, so
yeah.
we just went to our home base, and by the time that had happened, there was no additional time to try and cap a base to bring the the win condition back to even.
Yeah, no, totally fair. Okay, no, that's understandable. And Trig, same question to you, mate. What was the plan? Noting what just happened there.
Well, the first plan was to hold the starting three bases that we had at all costs, and then try and get the center base so that we could back cap the neutral base and possibly steal it if they were trying to get it from us, so that we could get that clean shot at Alpha. But then, as things progressed, and you know how it went, it was very back and forth. So, plans kind of went to the wind, and we kind of got into the reaction mode. So it just became number one, protect Omega, and number two, as soon as Omega was protected, balls deep at Alpha. That was it.
That was basically our exact same strategy.
Yeah.
Just
It was like a
absolute-
mirror match at the end.
was
literally less than like
Defend
half
as
a
hard as
second.
possible and offend as hard as possible.
we were looking at the timers and we couldn't make, like, I'm pretty sure Bread could say the same here. We couldn't work out who had the lead. It was that close. And I said to Bread, I said, like, if the server lags, it could change who takes this home. Like, it was
a completely even match. One side
Yeah.
went to
man.
sneeze, and it was done for. Both sides had an exceptional infantry holding. Pseudo, I saw your squad just refused to get kicked off multiple times. And that was amazing. And as well as the Axic guys on the other end, as soon as they think, oh, it looks like they've got this held, nope, they roll in and it's like, 30 seconds left of the capture timer. So exceptionally well done.
Yeah, if I could
But
throw
it
something in
was
here,
too-
if I could
helped
throw
it
something
helped.
in here,
Yeah.
one of the things that from our chat, it was a lot of if you're on the alpha point, stay on the alpha point. Otherwise, you just need to stall the point. If you get onto
Mhm.
our omega point for just half a second, it changes the entire game.
I think
Yep.
what it came down to is honestly just a difference in how the outfits are led. The Axic, if I'm going to take a guess, because I, quite frankly, only know you from the Green Juice era. I did not realize he had been. I did not realize he had been kicked.
Oh god, that's a legacy for sure.
Yeah, big legacy.
Big
to put it
legacy.
mildly.
I wasn't aware of that either.
But I'm going to assume that your general outfit focus is on kind of logistics and moving people around a map and trying to cap bases. Is that correct?
That'd be
Yeah,
very true.
pretty
We're
much.
less of a reading
Because-
side and more of a vehicle side, I should say, on our side.
Because you did that more effectively in the match. You ended up, by the end, being better at moving people around.
And you
Our
guys
focus-
were way better with the infantry point holds.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah,
focus, as
that's
of
a good
recently, has
point.
been to
And-
emulate Tide, actually, in a sense, where it's just focusing on, I don't care about bases, I don't care about alerts, I just want to focus on infantry point holds. And as it came down to it,
At the end of
that's
the
just
day,
the...
Outfit Wars is about moving those people around, and I will say
Mhm.
that
Oh,
Hells
man.
Angels had that infantry advantage. Axic was able to move their
Yep.
population better, as we saw, especially that center Granite Head Garrison was open for quite some time. That could have been poked by either side, but everyone was so focused on the warp gate bases.
Yeah,
it never started ticking.
I'll be real, Brett and I were sort of sitting there in our cast, and then Archie may have been doing the same thing. We were screaming at our screens, like, get on Granite Head, guys, what's going on? So, like, you know...
I mean, the moment somebody pokes it, right? Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna
exactly.
fall in. We're gonna crush that shit right away. Like, there's
The moment
no
I saw
no
someone,
remorse.
I was there.
We need that.
I was there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
It does pull people off, right? So just starting those side fires is so important. And
Like-
I think both of you guys have identified that.
You might
Yeah.
see one or two guys there, and like the population will kind of swing one side, and we're like, oh yeah, there's some people there at Granite, and then like a few of our guys who are on redeploy, I'll just like head over there and just take a look at it, and then it kind of balances itself out.
But it was hard to think about those side bases when both
Yeah.
of the warp gates were hanging
Oh
in the
my
balance
God.
with 2
Yeah.
minutes left. It was like,
Yeah.
ah!
And I must...
Sudden death, right?
And I must say, like, what I really appreciate about all this too is that because we're only match 2 into the qualifiers and we're seeing games like this already, it just means that people are just learning. And eventually, these matches are going to get more and more intense. The seeds are going to keep working out. And I think, honestly, you guys had one of the most even matches of the entire night. Like, tonight was really down to the wire with your match, and probably the closest we've seen on Connery, at least so far. So I got to say, I was very, very impressed with that. And I think as you guys... And as the outfits keep maturing with, the format that we're seeing here, we're going to see even more matches like that. So shout out to you guys for bringing such a close game to that like that so early in the game.
And for that matter, Sexy, if
Tommy.
you guys pull Bastions,
Yeah,
let
dude,
us know.
thanks.
You can certainly do some good stuff. It'd be very
Bastion
good.
night, Tuesday, Monday,
Bastion
Tuesdays.
We'll be
Archie,
happy to meet your bastions.
We could
Archie,
three-way
with-
Bastion with WTAC, actually. That might be pretty
That would
sick.
be
For
awesome.
real? For
So,
real?
guys, if you
Like-
don't mind, real quickly, Archie, now that you're here, mate, do you have any questions for the outfits in present here at the moment, mate? Archie, are you there? He might be.
Come in, Archie.
Archie might be out. Archie might be out of action here. I was going to ask him if you had any questions for the outfits, but I think he might be. Archie, you there, buddy? Nope. Archie is otherwise occupied. Brad, how about yourself? Got any questions, mate?
I have no real questions by Rem. I guess what was the leadership for Hell's Angels? Who was in charge tonight, and who was doing what?
So, give me a moment to think about how I want to phrase this without trying. No matter how I phrase this, it's going to sound like I'm going to be shifting a blame on something to somebody.
Oh no, sorry,
No, it's all good.
Give me a moment to think about how I want to phrase this.
I suppose who is directing the infantry pushes and who is coordinating the overall work? Because they were both done incredibly well, and I'm just curious to see, because it seemed a little different from what I normally see.
Our strategy involved 2 squads of raw infantry, led by myself and Mantra. Though mostly led by myself, we were trying to stay together for much of the match. It obviously got split due to trying to put out multiple fires. We had 1 squad that I think was air, but I have no clue what it ended up doing throughout the match. And then 1 squad that was tiny and flex infantry that was led by Pink, who was also PLing and map watching and giving orders when necessary.
I do want to apologize. I went to go grab a snack, and I heard.
Of course.
And then, I just thought this is a great time to get a snack. You guys are going to be talking about for a bit. Unbelievable, guys. GG's
all good,
around.
mate.
Just like Kami said earlier, I lost my I mean, no joke when you guys had the timer at the same number.
There's the bleep filter.
I know.
We were freaking out too.
I can say bad words now on my stream. You guys can too. I just wanted to use it because it's like good
My heartbeat has only just calmed down after that.
Yeah, no.
I just want to know one big question. Like, I don't know what the heck was going through both of your minds, and platoon leaders, of course, are probably panicking at this point because both of your numbers are equal. You guys are twins. Both of you. You both literally said, all right, we're going back to our base, and you both ditched at the exact same time. It was
really,
crazy.
a few times there, it was pretty close, and we were like, yeah, the last time we said, let's just hang out a little bit longer, so we left 2 squads, and we sent 2, and I think we might have caught him on the redeploy.
Yeah, I literally floated between both, and I'm like, are these guys in the same call together? Are they brothers and sisters? Like, what is going on?
We were
our voice chat pretty much. Our
thankfully not. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Wow. Sudo, you can go first.
I was going to say we are thankfully not pigs in our 18 from last year.
I will also say this. I will also say this. A lot of us, when we were standing in that alpha point at the very end, we didn't know if we were going to win because we didn't know if it was governed based on who had the most points or who had the most actual territory control.
Yeah.
You guys technically had the most points, and a lot of us we didn't know, and so we were just standing there, and a lot of us were just saying, "Oh, GG," you know, it was close. We did our best, and then when we saw it pop up on Axic, I screamed so loud. Man. I got a text from my RA like a couple minutes ago saying.
That's amazing.
The raw win is based off bases owned at the end of the alert. Points are based off who owns the bases throughout the alert and are used for seeding matches.
Yeah, that is correct.
The story of the match. The story of the match ends up meaning we were dominating the initial section by capping more bases, but as it progressed, you got better at moving people around and getting those back caps and getting into a position where you had more bases by the end because we were both so tunnel visioned and trying to get those warp gate bases.
I want to say
you guys definitely took a lot more over.
You saying like we were really good at moving people around literally correlates to Trig yelling in platoon chat. Everyone moved to Alpha. Everyone moved to Alpha.
Okay, this is gonna throw a little shame. This is gonna a little shame. But the first time Trigger's like, everyone to Alpha now. We had 0 spawns. We were like, wait a minute. We're all staring at redeploy.
I was not redeployed.
30 of us waiting to play.
Oh dear. Anyway, so to wrap things up here, guys, I just want to throw a quick question out to Pseudo and Trig. What outfits do you guys? What? Sorry.
Has everyone spoken yet?
Look, I think everyone's spoken to a certain degree.
I'm here.
There's a lot of people in this channel.
There's a lot of people in this channel, and I'm losing track.
There's only so much we can get to before we both die. Our voices.
Yeah. Anyway, so last question out there to both Trig and to Pseudo here. I got to ask, of the entire roster of outfits who are yet to play yet, who are you guys most looking forward to versing in this season if you get the chance to do so?
Wildcard.
Wildcards, yeah, for sure. Honestly,
yeah,
that'd be a trip.
I want to shoot Go Hard Gaming.
Okay, all right then. So go hard in wildcards. Okay, you love to see it. You love to see it.
Zergfit v Zergfit, you know what I'm saying?
For both the VS Zergfits.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, guys,
Gotta take 'em
with
down.
that, GG's. Big shout out to you guys for putting on a hell of a match, and big shout out to all of the teams that we've had the opportunity to observe here tonight. Bread, Archie, any final words from you guys before we wrap up?
No, thanks for letting me have me here. I appreciate you basically giving me a chance to at least have a double interview.
All good, brother.
I think that was I'm a little sad we didn't catch it. We've looked at 3 matches tonight, and this was unfortunately the most interesting one, and we only caught the final 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Yeah,
next
that
time you guys are around, we'll be
The last 15
hand, the
minutes
last
was
15
definitely the
minutes
most exciting.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
we got the condensed version then.
May I say something before we go?
Go on, Skidder.
So I'm just gonna put this out there. I think we both won because they won on points, we won on bases. So nobody lost here.
I am 100% taking that opinion as well. That
all
was
about
just...
the friends we made. It's the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
that
you
was
guys.
just a... Sorry, go ahead, Skidder.
Yeah, you guys pushed me to my limits in terms of raw infantry gameplay. I was supposed to be playing air, but I guess I just ended up in a murderous fugue state that ended up in me playing infantry the whole match.
Yeah, nah,
And
air
there's
just
supposed
kind
to
of
be-
air was there for the first half, and then the second half was just fighting over the.
Yeah, I
warp gate
saw
bases.
like 3 aircraft, and I was like, huh,
You
what's
guys-
going on here?
Oh, well.
Just- I don't know, like,
With all that being said, I think this could be an excellent sort of meet and greet moment for both sides to continue to work and practice with each other.
Oh,
I agree.
100%.
Those options
That
are
was-
out there. With an excellent match, you guys have each other to work with as you continue to improve and continue to put on excellent shows for the audience.
Couldn't agree
That
more,
was-
gang. Couldn't agree
That
more.
was a
Our first
non-toxic match. That
It
was a
would be.
very non-toxic match, and I was glad to have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all love.
Yeah.
That was a great match.
Yeah,
Compared to
be fair,
Axic's
Thanks for basically
first-
having me. I appreciate it. This was freaking epic, guys. Great job.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
GG's all around,
We're
everyone.
Too.
Yeah,
Kamikaze,
GG's.
are you gonna be playing in these?
Nah, I'm casting the whole way through, my man.
You might have made the good- you might have made a good decision.
These, dude. How fun
Oh,
would
yeah.
that be to play in one of these?
I've abandoned
Nah,
my
man, I
Go do it.
I don't need my hairline to recede faster than it already is.
No,
alright?
Archie,
So-
Archie,
This is actually like I would
You don't
say
need your
what.
hairline to recede like Picard.
if I made that in for 2 seconds.
Sheesh, brother. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Big
well,
shit. Anyway. All right, guys.
Being thrown.
It's stressful. You don't want to.
We're gonna stop with the shade here just to keep things at least a little bit on my side.
I will say,
I'm just saying it's
Semi-professional.
stressful. I'm just saying
I
it's
will-
stressful.
I will
I
say
do want to say this
I'm
match.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was just say I will say I'm kind of like a kind of newer guy. I'm kind of new to squad leading, platoon leading. So luckily I wasn't that, because if I was actually one of the main squad leads right now, I was just kind of leading fire teams. So I was actual squad lead, I would be sweating bullets the entire time.
Yep.
Understandable.
All right, guys. Well,
was-
it has been a
spectator
pleasure. It has been awesome casting this game. Thank you for the good times. I'm gonna ditch before you guys all get to hear my glorious, subscribe to the channel pitch at the end of things here. So
Hell yeah, dude.
I won't
That's the
succeed.
best part.
I won't make you guys succeed to that. But it has been a pleasure, guys. Thank you for
See you
the.
guys. I'll head out too.
Q Cammy.
Thanks for the amazing
GG.
match. Filter
Have
out
a
your
good
own
night.
Make sure you guys go
leisure.
check
And
out Kamikaze, subscribe, follow on Twitch. I'm saying this right now. You guys
not on
see him
Twitch,
right
Archie. Damn it, not on
Hit that
Twitch.
YouTube.
Hit that notification bell. Hit that
Sorry,
Hey, bro,
mistakes
hit-
are made. I
Hit
forgot
that
you
notification bell. Hit the notification bell.
Smash
Hit
the like
notification
button.
bell.
Oh my
Smash
god.
the like
man.
button.
Smash that like
Subscribe.
button.
Sub
Yeah,
to
how about
tier
this?
10.
Hit the like button down below.
do
Hit
your
the
outro
join
for
button.
you.
All the bells
I
and
want you
whistles,
guys
as
to
you guys know what to
comment
do.
and just say I commented. That's what I want.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll be bringing you.
Absolutely.
We'll be bringing you more chaotic matches in the future because PlanetSide is
See you
primarily about spectacle. So
I
For
will
the
say I
Emperor,
don't
boys.
understand
Anyway.
why they don't have us just as the faction colors, because us being blue and
Alright, take care, guys. Have a good one.
take care.
Hey, join me.
All right, beautiful stuff, guys. GG's all around. That took ages to get. Everyone wanted to say something. Nah, that was awesome, guys. What a fucking play, huh? That was a beautiful end of the the games for the for today. We've got 2 more streams tomorrow, so make sure you guys are subscribed because we've got 2 more streams coming in tomorrow. I've also got some videos coming to you guys very, very soon as well, so make sure you're staying up to date there. But GG to everyone, a big shout out to my co-casts for the day, and I really appreciate them sticking out the matches and hanging out with me and my loud ass self. We'll be back tomorrow, as I said before, so make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, and if you want to support the stream further, hit the join button. It does go a long way in supporting this stream and making sure that we get to continue doing what we do here and become members. But anyway, yeah, GG's everyone, thanks again for the good games, and I will catch you all tomorrow for some more Outfit Wars streams. Eventually I'll actually get around to streaming the game and me playing the game, but Lord knows when that happens. GG's all around. Thanks again for the love, and these streams will be as VODs here on the channel for you guys to enjoy at your own pace as well. It was a good time all around. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of your evening. Peace.